Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, welcome back to another video on my channel, and today I'm going to be finally showing you guys how to draw mass drawings or just drawing without lines. So I'm always getting requested to do this because everyone wants to know how I do it, and it's actually really easy. So yeah, it's really easy, so hopefully this will kind of help you guys learn how to do this. So yeah, so I'm gonna do this one with black and white first because that's the best one to start out if you're practicing, if you're really new to this. So that's what I do, and then I colored the background black, and then I have my reference on the left because I always draw on the right because I'm right-handed. So yeah, so if you don't know what a mass drawing is, it's basically just drawing the color but not drawing the lines. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, it's really helpful if you're going to draw realistically or if you just want to get your proportions better. So that's why I started to do it. I think it also just looks better in my style. So here we go. So I'm just starting by putting the lightest colors in, and I'm using this mid-tone gray. And I might do a video all about tones soon because I feel like that's going to be helpful, but anyways, I'm using a mid-tone gray. It's like in between white and black, but it's more towards the white side, so it's a pretty light gray. But never ever like just go with black and just go with white, because white and black rarely appear in real life anyways, so it's better to go with a gray, or yeah, just stick with gray and only use white for like highlighting, especially like on the eyes. That's literally it. But yeah, I'm gonna just do that for her body and her face. I'm just using a mid-tone color. Once I finished with the body and hair block-in, I'm starting to block in the light color onto her face, and I'm going to repeat this in the lighter spots that are on her body as well. So I'm going to just focus on the general shape of her face and just block in the light. Once I have the light blocked into her body and her face, I'm going to start adding some more darks. So the darks that I'm going to be adding is her neck and her collarbone area, her ribs, and her face. So there's like some more darkness in her face, shadows, like on her cheek, the contour of her cheek, under her nose, her eyes, like the hollow of her eyes, and under her lips, so yeah, her chin, and to contour her nose. So that's what I'm going to be blocking in, and those are like the last places that you want to start just doing those little details, because it's they're really small details. So yeah. So as long as you do basically the same thing I did last time, it's going to be so easy. You just need to look at the shape of the color. And I also recommend when you're practicing this to look for references that are done in chiaroscuro. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically just strong difference between light and dark. So it's like the contrast. And as you can see with this photograph and the last one, they have a very strong light and dark, so it's just easier to see the different tones that's in the drawing, versus if all the tones are very similar. That's really hard to do, especially if you're just starting out. So very curious girl reference to draw from, and I think it just makes a more interesting piece anyways. So I'm doing the same thing. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm just doing the same thing. I'm going to just block in the dark, and I'm flipping my canvas ever so often so that I can see the shape of the face from different perspectives, and my own drawing from different perspectives. So I'm going to just speed through now. So now after I've gotten the dark down, I'm going to add the light. So the light is basically, again, a mid-tone gray, and this is basically the whole skin. So I'm just going to be blocking that in, same thing as I did last time. I'm going to speed through again until something interesting happens. So this drawing has about 4 distinct values. So immediately I'm going to go in with a darker gray along the edges and her nose and her forehead. So when I say values, like different shades of gray, basically, there's the dark gray, which is the background, the light gray, which is the majority of the skin, well, I'd say medium gray, which is the majority of the skin, the highlighting gray, which is like a lighter gray, and then the white slash very, very pale gray, that's the eyes, etc. So actually her eyes are not that light in this picture because of how it's taken, but like the nose and over the mouth. So I'm going to just use the darker gray to shade and add. So now I'm going to start adding the lighter colors. So I know this looks really weird right now, but I'm going to fix it. Don't worry. So I'm just adding the lighter gray on the nose, and we're just going to be highlighting like the cheeks, the foreheads, etc. All the areas that have like a lighter value. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to speed it up again, and then I'll come back soon. Also going to be fading the color on the side of her face, basically all around the face, because if you look at the reference, there's the lines are kind of faded. They're not distinct lines. The only really sharp lines is on the nose and on the lips and under the eyes and over the eyes. So there's not that many hard shadow lines. So I'm going to be kind of softening up those lines. And yeah, I'm just basically doing exactly what I was doing before. I'm just flipping and looking and flipping and looking. So keep doing that. Always let your canvas, never not flip your canvas. So now I'm pretty much just making changes, adding lights where it's needed, adding shadows where it's needed, and just correcting any issues and adding more details. So that's all I'm going to be doing, and then I'm going to soften up some of the edges so that it's like more of a softer transition, especially around the edge. And that's what I'm going to be doing for basically the rest of the picture, the painting. So yeah.